to Basic Electrical Engineering. In this lecture, we will solve some numerical questions on transformers. So here is the first question. If voltage V is equal to 200 sin 314t is applied to a transformer winding in a no-load test, the resulting current is found to be I is equal to 3 sin 314t minus 60 degree. So determine the core loss and the parameters of no-load approximate equivalent circuit. So let's see the solution. Here the voltage and currents are given in instantaneous format. So the transformer is operating at no load condition. Therefore, the current here is the no load current, or we can say the exciting current. So it is IE, and if you want to find the RMS value of the current, then it will be divided by root 2. So that is 2.12 ampere. This is the exciting current of the transformer at no load condition. The voltage here is 200, that is the maximum value. So if you want to find the core loss, that means because at no load condition the power consumption by the transformer primary side is the total core loss of the transformer, and total core loss or the iron loss can be represented as supply voltage into no load exciting current into cosine of the angle between voltage and current. It is represented as cos phi naught. So the supply voltage, RMS value of the supply voltage will be V max upon root 2. The exciting current RMS value is 3 by root 2, and cos phi, that means the phase angle between this voltage and current. If you want to draw the phasor diagram here, so voltage is here and the current will be lagging by 60 degrees. So current will be here. That is the exciting current. So the angle between this voltage and current, that is phi naught, it will be equal to 60 degrees. So it will be cos 60 degrees. And if we solve this value, we will get the total core loss in the transformer is 150 watt. That is the core loss, or we can say the iron loss. Now, in the exciting current, we know there are two parameters. We have already discussed during the theory part. One is the magnetizing current square, and another is the core loss component of the current, that is IC square. So here the current, that is the core loss component of the transformer, it is in phase with the voltage. So it can be find out by using IC will be equal to IE into cos of phi naught, because here this current can be resolved into two components. One is IM, which is in 90 degrees the voltage, and another is the IC, which is in phase with the voltage. So this current is considered as a core loss component of the transformer, and this is called the magnetizing current. So here the core loss component of the transformer will be IE cos 60 degrees, or we can write IE cos 60 degrees, where the value of IE is root 3 by 2 that we have calculated, and the cos phi, that is 1 by 2. So after solving this value, the core loss component will be 1.06 ampere. Similarly, the magnetizing current will be IM, and from this relation, we can write Im is equal to square root of I square, that is the exciting current, minus IC square, that is the core loss component. Here the value of the exciting current is 2.12. This is the RMS value. So it will be 2.12 square minus IC that we have calculated here, that is 1.06 square. And after solving, the magnetizing current will be 1.836 ampere. So this is the magnetizing current, and this is the core loss component of the current. In this question, we have to find the parameters of the no load approximate equivalent circuit. The parameters means R0 and X0. So you have to find the value of R0 and X0. Where the value of R0 is calculated by V1 upon core loss component. So it will be V is should be the RMS value. So it will be 200 upon root 2, and IC is 1.06. So the value of R0 is 133.42 ohm. Similarly, X0 will be equal to V1 upon IM. So V1 is again 200 upon root 2, and IM is 1.836. And solving this value, we will get 77 ohm. Therefore, R0 is 133.42 ohms and X0 is equal to 77 ohms. This is considered as the parameters of the no load approximate equivalent circuit, R0 and X0. So this is the complete solution. So here is the next question. A 25 kVA 2200 volt object 220 volt 50 hertz transformer has the following parameters. R1 is 1.75 ohms, R2 is equal to 0.0045 ohms, X1 is 2.6 ohms, and X2 is 0.0075 ohms. So calculate the equivalent resistance referred to primary and referred to secondary, and also calculate the equivalent reactance referred to primary and referred to secondary. So let's see the solution. So first of all, the transformation ratio, that is K, which is V2 by V1, that is N2 by N1, and here the V2 means the secondary voltage, that is 220, and the primary voltage 2200. So the transformation ratio here will be 0.1. Now the equivalent resistance of the transformer referred to primary, that is R01, it is represented by R1 plus N1 by N2 whole square into R2. So here it is N2 by N1 equal to 0.1. Therefore, N1 by N2 will be equal to 1 upon 0.1. So the value of R1 is 1.75. It is given in the question, plus 1 upon N2 by N1, that is 1 upon 0.1 square into R2, and the value of R2 is 0.0045. So the value of equivalent resistance referred to primary will be 2.2 ohms. So this is the value of R01. Similarly, the equivalent resistance referred to secondary, that is R02, it is R2 plus N2 by N1 whole square into R1. So here R2 is 0.0045 plus N2 by N1 means 0.1. So 0.1 square into R1. The R1 is 1.75. And after solving, here the value will be 0.022 ohms. So the equivalent resistance referred to secondary will be 0.022 ohms. Similarly, the equivalent reactance referred to primary, that is X01, it will be equal to X1 plus N1 by N2 whole square into X2, where X1 is 2.6 plus 1 upon 0.1 square into X2, that is 0.0075, and the value will be 3.35 ohms. So the value of X01 is equal to 3.35 ohms. Equivalent reactance referred to primary. And finally, equivalent reactance referred to secondary will be X2 plus N2 by N1 whole square into X1. So here the X2 is 0.0075 plus N2 by N1 means 0.1 square into X1, that is 2.6, and its value will be 0.0335 ohms. So this is the equivalent reactance referred to secondary. So this is a complete solution. Next question is, a 75 kVA transformer has 500 turns on primary and 100 turns on secondary. The primary and secondary resistances are 0.4 ohms and 0.02 ohms respectively, and corresponding leakage reactance are 1.5 ohms and 0.045 ohms respectively. The supply voltage is 2200 volt. To calculate the equivalent impedance referred to primary and the voltage regulation at power factor 0.8 lagging. So the solution is, first of all, here the primary voltage is 2200 volt. So the transformation ratio can be calculated here. It is N2 by N1. Another question, the primary number of turn is secondary number of turn is 100 upon the primary number of turn is 500, and that is 0.2. Now the equivalent resistance of the transformer referred to primary, that we already know, R1, it should be R1 plus N1 by N2 whole square into R2. Here the value of R1 is 0.4 plus N1 by N2 means 1 upon 0.2 because K, that is the transformation ratio, is 0.2, that is N2 by N1. So N1 by N2 will be 1 upon 0.2 square into R2, and the value of R2 here is 0.02. So after solving, we will get the equivalent resistance referred to primary, that is 0.9 ohms. This is the value of R01. In the same process, find the value of X01. It will be X1 plus N1 by N2 whole square into X2. So here the value of X1 is 1.5 plus 1 upon 0.2 whole square into X2, and the value of X2 is 0.045, and its value will be 2.625 ohms. That is the value of X01. Next, find the equivalent impedance, because in the question we have to find the equivalent impedance referred to primary. It should be Z01, and it will be equal to square root of R01 square plus X01 square. It will give us the total impedance of the transformer referred to primary. So R01 is 0.9 square plus X01 is 2.625 square, and its value will be 2.775 ohm. So this is the equivalent impedance referred to primary. Now, the full load primary current I1 can be calculated here. The value of I1 will be the rating of the transformer, that is 75 kVA. It is converted to VA by multiplying 1000 upon the primary voltage, that is 2200 volt. Because the rating of the transformer means V1 I1 is equal to V2 I2, and this value is 75 kVA in this case, because the rating of the transformer means it is the product of V1 I1 and it is also the product of V2 I2. So from here we can find the full load primary current, that is 34.1 ampere. So this is the primary current, full load primary current. In this question, the power factor is given as 0.8. So from this we can find the value of sin phi, and this value will be 0.6. So the voltage regulation in terms of the primary can be written as I1 R01 cos phi plus, because here the power factor is lagging, that's it will be plus I1 X01 sin phi upon V1. Remember one thing, when we discuss the voltage regulation in theory part, we have considered the secondary side. So there it was I2 R02 cos phi plus I2 X02 sin phi upon E2. But the voltage regulation can also be calculated in terms of the primary side value. So here we have used the primary side value. So the value of I1 is 34.1, R01 is 0.9, cos phi equal to 0.8 plus Again, I1 is 34.1, X naught 1 is 2.625, and sin phi is 0.6 upon V1. It is given as 2200. So if we find the value, it will be 0.03556, or in terms of percentage, it will be 3.556%. Therefore, the voltage regulation of the transformer is 3.556%. That is the answer. The next question. A 25 kVA 2000 volt oblique 200 volt transformer. The iron and copper loss are 200 watt and 400 watt respectively. So calculate the efficiency at half of the full load and 0.8 power factor lagging. Also determine the maximum efficiency and corresponding load. So let's see the solution. In this question, the full load copper loss, that means PCU, is 400 watt, and the iron loss is 200 watt. It is given in the question. Now we know that the rated output power is V2 I2 cos phi. Here V2 I2 means the rating of the transformer, that is 25, and cos phi means the power factor. You have to find the power efficiency at half load and 0.8 power factor lagging. So the power factor is 0.8. Therefore, the rated full load output power will be 20 kilowatt. Now we know that the formula of the efficiency is X into P2 by X P2 plus Pi plus X square PCU into 100%. X is the fraction of the full load. Here we have to find the efficiency at half load condition. So for half load, the value of X will be equal to 0.5 for half load or half of full load. So now put the value. X is 0.5. P2 is the rated full load output power, that is 20 kilowatt. Convert it in watt by multiplying 1000 upon again XP2, that is 0.5 into 20 into 1000 plus Pi. Pi is the iron loss, that is 200 in this question, plus X square PCU. So for half load, the copper loss will be 0.5 square into rated copper loss, that is 400, multiplied by 100 to find the efficiency in percentage. Here this is the efficiency for half load condition. So after solving this value, we'll get the efficiency as 97.087%. So this is the efficiency of the transformer at half load condition. Half load and 0.8 power factor lagging. So this is the efficiency of the transformer. In the second part, we have to find the maximum efficiency and corresponding load. So the load corresponding to maximum efficiency is written in this format. Load for maximum efficiency is equal to X into rated kVA. And what is X? We already know that for maximum efficiency, the condition is Pi is equal to X square PCU. And from this, the value of X will be equal to square root of Pi upon PCU. So this is the value of the fraction of the full load for which the efficiency will be maximum. And the load for maximum efficiency is X into rated kVA. So here X can be calculated by Pi, that is 200 upon PCU, that is 400. Here 400, remember 400 is the rated copper loss. That means this is the amount of copper loss for full load condition into rated kVA. The rated kVA is 25 here. So this value will be equal to 17.68 kVA. Now the maximum efficiency we will calculate at unity power factor. We calculate the maximum efficiency at unity power factor, matlab cos phi will be equal to 1. So if the cos phi equal to 1, then the rated output power will be the maximum efficiency can be written as X into P2, that means it will be 17.68 into cos phi. Remember, this value is the load corresponding to maximum efficiency and the power factor is considered as 1. So it is the output power during the maximum efficiency condition upon 17.68 into 1 plus Pi. Here Pi is the 200 watt. It can be also written as 0.2 kilowatt because this is kVA. So kVA multiplied by power factor will give us the kilowatt. So the iron loss is also converted in kilowatt. So it will be 0.2 plus the copper loss. We already know that for maximum efficiency, the iron loss and the copper loss should be same. Here the iron loss is always constant. Therefore, the copper loss will also be equal to the iron loss during the maximum efficiency. So here, instead of copper loss, we can put 0.2. That is equal to the iron loss into 100%. So we will get the maximum efficiency of the transformer at unity power factor is 97.788%. So this is the maximum efficiency. Next question. The maximum efficiency of a 100 kVA transformer is 98.4% and operates at 90% of the full load unity power factor. So calculate the efficiency of a transformer at unity power factor and at full load. So let's see the solution. Here the output of the transformer or the rating of the transformer is 100. So V2I2 is 100 kVA. Power factor is given as cos phi is equal to 1. Unity power factor, that is 1. Therefore, the rated output power, it is V2I2 cos phi. It will be 100 into 1, and that is equal to 100 kilowatt. The output power is maximum. The efficiency of the transformer is maximum when the output is 90% of the full load. So 90% of full load means the output power will be equal to 90% of P2. That means it is 0.9 into P2. It will be 0.9 into 100. That is 90 kilowatt. This is the output at 90% of the full load condition. We know that the maximum efficiency here given is 98.4%, and we know that the efficiency is equal to output power by input power. So we can write the input power will be equal to output power by efficiency. Here it is the maximum efficiency because the maximum efficiency value is given. So now we can find the input power of the transformer during maximum efficiency condition. Here the output is 90 kilowatt because the efficiency is maximum when the transformer is operating at 90% of the full load. So output power is 90 kilowatt and the maximum efficiency is 98.4%. So in decimal it will be 0.984. So after solving, we'll get the input power as 91.463 kilowatt. So if we write input power minus output power, it will basically give us the total losses. So the value of the total losses will be 91.463 minus 90. So this value will be 1.463 kilowatt. But here, what is the total loss? The total loss means it is the sum of iron loss and the copper loss. So this iron and copper loss. That is considered as the total loss. As the efficiency is maximum, and we know that the condition for maximum efficiency is iron loss should be equal to X square into PCU. Here the value of X is 0.9 because for 90% of the full load the efficiency is maximum. It means the value of X here is 0.9. So we can write the iron loss plus copper loss, that means 0.9 square into PCU is equal to total loss, that is 1.463 kilowatt. And here this value will be same because iron loss is equal to X square PCU. So the value of Pi will be equal to 0.9 square into PCU. So here instead of Pi we can write 0.9 square PCU plus 0.9 square PCU, and it is 1.463. So after solving this value, we'll get the total copper loss of the transformer, that is the rated copper loss of the transformer, as 1.463 by 0.9 square into 2, because it is the value is 2 times. So finally it will be 0.903 kilowatt. This is the full load copper loss of the transformer. So what will be the iron loss? The iron loss will be equal to 9. Iron loss can be calculated by the formula zero point 0.9 square into PCU, that is 0.9 square into 0.903. So the value of iron loss will be here 0.7315 kilowatt. So this is the total iron loss of the transformer, and this is the total copper loss of the transformer at rated condition. Now here we have to find the efficiency of the transformer at unity power factor and full load. So the efficiency of the transformer at full load will be equal to XP2 by XP2 plus PI plus X square PCU into 100%. For full load, the value of X equal to 1. P2 will be V2I2 cos phi. So at unity power factor, the P2 is 100 kilowatt. It will be 100 upon 1 into 100 plus PI. PI you have calculated 0.7315 kilowatt. It will be 0.7315 plus full load copper loss, because here the value of X is equal to 1. So once there is also 1, so we'll use the full load copper loss, and that is 0.903 kilowatt. So 0.903 kilowatt into 100%. So finally we'll get the efficiency of the transformer at full load condition. The value will be 98.39%. So this is the answer. The efficiency of the transformer at full load condition with unity power factor. That's it. Thank you.